Hi, it's Guy DiMartino. I am a Northwest Indiana estate planning and probate lawyer. And today I'd like to answer a question that I got from a podcast listener by email. And the gist of the question was this: can I hire or appoint professionals to do the things for our trust, power of attorney, estate instead of appointing people who might be friends or family members to do this? But before I get started, if you ever have any questions regarding a Northwest Indiana estate planning or probate matter, you can always reach out to me at indianaestatemeeting.com, and I'd be more than happy to sit down with you either by phone, by video, or in person at some point in time and discuss your concerns and help you meet your goals. So the simple answer to the question is yes. There are some pros and there are some cons to making this decision. So in essence, you might not be close with your family, or you might not want to burden your family, or you're just concerned because of the nature of the relationship between the family members, that if you appoint one or two family members, that'll cause some hardship with other family members. So you're thinking about possibly going out and retaining professionals to handle your trust as a successor trustee, or managing your estate as a personal or representative, and that is fine. There were just some things. I have been, and I am right now, managing an estate in Florida because of some issues with the heirs of the estate. So me being a Florida licensed lawyer and having a residence in Florida, I am the personal representative and I'm managing the affairs of the state. Many folks will go ahead and ask a fiduciary that they have, a lawyer that possibly prepared their trust, if they would administer the trust after they pass away. And especially if the trust is going to be dissolved and not go on for many years, maybe an attorney would be the proper person to do the final administration of the trust. For instance, if you're going to disperse all your stuff to either family members or friends or charities or other beneficiaries, it might be efficient to have a attorney do it. Maybe the attorney that prepared the trust to begin with. The other thing that you might do is, if you're going to have your trust and your trust is going to carry on for a number of years, it's very appropriate to have the trust department of a bank, or naming a bank as a successor trustee. They're professionals. They do this all the time. There won't be any emotion involved, but there are significant fees. They will take a percentage or charge an hourly rate in order to administer the trust. The same thing with personal representative or an executor. You can appoint an attorney in the area to be the PR, or possibly a professional person at the bank or the bank's trustee or trust department, especially if your will is not really going to be the main focal point of your estate, but your will might just have a pour over provision that anything that is not already named in the trust and has to go through the will pour over into the trust to be administered by the trustee. Some of the other concerns or issues that I would have with this type of situation is who would make your healthcare decisions. I really don't know or can't fathom, and I haven't seen like the trust department of a bank be a healthcare surrogate or a healthcare representative. Or what happens if you lose your mind or lose your body and become physically infirm or mentally infirm, and you're the sole person standing. Your spouse has already predeceased you. You might want to think, and there are folks that act as professional guardians who might be able to manage your affairs in a guardianship type of situation if you're not able to manage your own affairs. So it might be a little more work and it might be a little more expensive, but for some folks in their situations, hiring professionals to administer a trust, administer an estate, act as a guardian over the person or property of the ward or somebody cannot do it, works for many people. And for a lot of situations, that could be the best option. If you have any questions about along these lines about estate planning, trust administration, and who would be the proper person to fill certain roles, you can always reach out to me. I am Guy DiMartino. Until the next time, have a great day.